r/AskReddit. What about the opposite sex confuses you the most? When men pee, they hold their penis to aim. If you don't hold it, will it flop around like a fire hose? No, it doesn't flop around, but there's no telling where it's actually pointed and the stream could go anywhere. Why are women so dusty? I am a janitor for an office building that has a very good mix of men and women. The women's restroom is about 6x more dusty than the men's restrooms. They get dusted and cleaned every day, and yet, there will be so much more dust all over the woman's restroom, especially on the back of the toilets. I just don't get it. Edit. Please stop suggesting makeup. I've already have like 40 replies about it. Edit 2. People, I get it. It could be toilet paper, makeup, dry shampoo, long hair, vents, doors opening too much, how often it's used, to point out a few things. The toilet paper is very stiff and doesn't create much dust. The dispensers only need to be cleaned maybe once a month. Just one woman's bathroom is at least 3x more dusty than all other men's rooms put together. There is one vent in each bathroom, right by the door, and I get it. Women fix their hair and clothes in the bathroom. Trust me, they do all kinds of weird stuff in there. You have no idea how many food wrappers are in the trash cans and on the floor. Hopefully this will help people from not suggesting the same 5 things over and over. Ladies, how can it possibly make sense to have 50 pillows on the bed or sofa that need to be shoved out of the way to use the bed or sofa for its primary purpose? My mom is about to get a couch which is this problem. I told her that dad will just throw everything on the floor to lay down on it, which she hates, but she is still persistent. When my GF thinks something at me and swears she said it to me, it only proves my point that women share mental telepathy and men don't. How do men ride bikes without injuring their balls? As a woman, a bicycle seat is very uncomfortable, but I can't imagine what it would be like if I had testicles. Why women's jeans do not have pockets? I'd rather have no pockets than the stupid ducking 1-inch deep pockets some women's jeans have. What am I supposed to put in there? Edit. Apparently the answer is condoms, chapstick and cocaine. Oh, also, my hopes and dreams. Guys can be so mean when they prank their friends, and a lot of times, their friends are actually cool with it, find it hilarious. It baffles me. I would absolutely not have friends who'd like pants me in the middle of a crowded street, or spray paint my car, or toss me through the wall unexpectedly. Y'all are ducking crazy with that shit sometimes. When you ask a man sitting quietly what he's thinking about and he replies nothing, it's true. But how? How do you achieve this glorious vacuous empty place of nothing on your mind? Like there's a good chance I'm sitting quietly scrolling Instagram and you ask what's on my mind and I say nothing. But in reality I've spent 10 minutes thinking about that one time when I was 13 and went to speak and a mosquito flew into my mouth and I reflexively spat it out and it landed on my friend, and do they still remember? How can you think of nothing? Edit. Okay, cool. Nothing is something but you don't want to talk about it. I can vibe with that. Grammage from work is so cute and we talk all the time. I really like spending time with him. Why hasn't he asked me out on a date? Damn it, girl. Ask me out. Just because you're nice to me doesn't mean I'm going to know you're that kind of interested. I'm a stereotypical romantically dumb dude. Not to mention assuming a girl is interested when she's just being friendly can lead to really awkward moments. Ask me out doesn't have to be anything fancy. Hey, wanna grab a beer on Thursday? Hell yeah I do. Even if it doesn't go anywhere. Being asked out feels amazing. Confidence boost for days. This was a real situation. I worked at a bar, and apparently one of the new bartenders was really into me. She didn't say a thing. I thought she was just a really cool coworker, and I didn't find out until another bartender told me, after she had already moved away. How guys say they spent their entire high school secondary school life hiding a boner, yet not once did I notice a single guy doing so. Kudos lads, you succeeded. Haha, this is true. Especially when we are in our early teens, they just pop up randomly, so you very quickly learn what to do to conceal it from anyone noticing. Edit. Based on some replies I think people believe I'm still in my teens. I was just reminded of the horrors upon seeing this question. Well into my 20s now. P. Okay, this is gonna be a weird one. But bear with me, every single man I've ever met has a smell to them. It's most noticeable wherever they live, but if you're close enough to them even away from home it's obvious. It could best be described as kind of musty and sweet all at once. It's not sweat, and it's not spunk. I've smelled both and know it's neither. It also shows up even on completely clean people. Like, my 1-year-old is clean. I know because I'm the one in charge of keeping him that way. He still has this weird smell. Men almost never notice it, but most other women I've spoken to do. It's bizarre and I have no idea what it is. Help me out here guys. What is going on with you? Edit. I do know everyone has a smell of their own. I've even been able to pick up on my own if I'm out of the house long enough and return. But this seems to be something on top of that, like, my husband definitely has his own unique smell, but this is like a layer of scent that seems to kind of exist on every guy, and not a single girl I've met. I'd honestly guess pheromones too, but my sense of smell is otherwise so awful. This has always just stuck out as weird to me. My mother will randomly call me up for small talks, but I've never been a small talker, so I just answer her questions and don't really push the conversation forward. Then she feels rejected and gets upset with me. How can you just be thinking of nothing? That makes me so jealous. When my wife asks me what I want to eat, and no matter what I reply, she doesn't like it and complains I'm not helpful. Or if I ask what she wants to eat, and her reply is, I don't know. What do you feel like? And I get the same result as the situation one. It's like my wife is eternally confused on what she wants to eat. What the duck is a decorative towel? If you don't want me to dry my hands with them, don't hang 6 decorative towels in the kitchen and hide all the real towels under the sink. The way men take their tops off. My boyfriend pulls it from the collar up and over his head. All of my female friends confirm this is how the men in their lives also do it. My female friends and I grab the bottom of our tops with left hand reaching the right side of the top and right hand reaching the left hand side of the top. Then pull up and the top is off. Sorry, I am terrible at explaining things. I can't decide who's doing it the best way. Most of the time my boyfriend's top is not inside out, whereas mine often are. So maybe the way the men are doing it makes more sense. I just can't do it that way though, haha. After living with a woman, where does all that hair come from and why are you not bald? I ask myself this every day. Why women are so obsessed with the dog filter selfie on Snapchat? Probably because it's cute and hides their noses, which men or girls don't really love about themselves. About my husband, who I love with all my heart. The other day he made us breakfast. Scrambled eggs and asparagus. Was lovely and healthy and delicious. I went to the fridge later in the day to make us lunch and there was one lonely asparagus left on the fridge shelf, like an offering to the duck-eyeing fridge asparagus gods. Why, husband? Why do you test me so? Did you want your breakfast to have slightly too much asparagus? Didn't think so. Do you also want the fridge and or asparagus gods mad at you? Don't ruin a good sit-em. How I can enter an argument with my wife knowing 100% that I'm in the right yet leave apologizing and wondering how I could ever have been so wrong. This just happened yesterday. I saw a girl I've been friends with for a while on campus for the first time in like 5 months. We talked for a bit and she said we should get together sometime. I said sure and asked about Friday. She's busy then and had to go, so she told me to text her. I text her a half hour later asking about Saturday. She waits 20 hours to text me back and says she's busy then too. Give no time when she won't be busy. Why would a girl go out of her way to ask me to ask her out, only to basically reject my asking her out? Why can't they just say they like you? Why do they gotta turn it into a big mystery case? I'm here wondering to myself if she likes me because she laughs at all my shitty jokes and texts me daily, or if it's just pity. I ask her and she says probably. Edit. Thanks for the advice. IUHH asked her if she liked me romantically. Her new answer was it's a secret, so not much changed. I was just in the elevator this afternoon with 2 male co-workers. No one said anything for the time we were waiting for the elevator and they both walked into the lobby separately. Halfway through the ride down, the following convo took place. Dude 1. What size do you wear? Dude 2. 11. Dude 1. So you wear your socks a little loose then? Dude 2. The only way to do it I have so many questions. What does the only way to do it mean? Do men prefer loose socks? Are loose socks somehow preferable? Do men's socks come in multiple sizes? How did dude 2 know what size dude 1 was asking for? Is this a secret code? Perhaps? There are several things about men that confuse me, but right now this is the most pressing one. Why does my girlfriend get really mad when I'm trying to only make her a little bit mad? Edit. I just posted this trying to make a stupid off-color joke. I'm impressed by the discussions on this though. How is it that your public restrooms are always dirtier than men's? I work at a cafe and have to clean, but there's always seat covers and paper towels all over the floor, and piss in the sink. I'm not complaining too much, it's my job and all, but just how? When a woman says I'm fine but she's really and clearly not fine, why don't they tell us what's wrong so we can solve it? Also, is it just universal amongst women that fine is the exact word to use if you want to make sure your boyfriend knows it's not fine, rather than I'm alright or I'm good etc? Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content bruh. It's free and that's a great price.